Hello, my friends. Happy Friday Eve day. Give me 1 second. I'm going to check my tech and make sure that I'm actually live where I'm supposed to be. My tech has been acting weird lately. I think it might be my internet or my Wi-Fi or the fact that our son is home from college for the summer. And so he's playing Xbox, and that's probably what's pulling on the bandwidth for the Wi-Fi. It's that time of year. Happy Friday Eve day to everybody. Let me get my notes up here on the screen so I don't miss a single thing that I want to share with you guys. As always, I've got Facebook and YouTube down here on my laptop, and I've got Instagram up here on my iPhone. And Instagram, I can't wait for me to be able to go live from my laptop and pull you into StreamYard so that I don't have to look back and forth. I'm waiting for that day. Hopefully that'll happen on my profile soon. If you're coming to me through YouTube, I want you to smash that subscribe button so that you never miss one of my live trainings. I'm live here weekly on Thursday at 11:30 Central. And Instagrammers, I'm so glad to see you guys today. If you have a question for me, toss it into the chat or DM me. After the live is over, I'll be able to see them, but I can't see them right now because you're up there on my iPhone. And if you're coming to me through Facebook and you have not already done this, go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give StreamYard and Facebook permission to talk to each other so that when you make a comment on my StreamYard dashboard, it doesn't just say Facebook user, because that's really sad and then I don't know your name. All right, just takes a second and you only have to do it once. Today, this is a hot topic. This is based on a lot of questions I've been getting lately from my clients and my students. We're going to talk about how do you manage your time as you're growing your business when you're trying to do all the things, right? All the things. So today's topic is how to manage your time and grow your business with ease. But first, I want to introduce myself just in case this is the first time we've ever met and you're like, who is this woman coming to me live? I am Tracy Beavers. I am your business and sales coach. And I have over 20 years of experience in marketing, sales, and business growth. And I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you guys get visible so you can grow your email lists, grow your audience, and get that stable income that you want every single month. I provide private one-to-one coaching. In fact, I have only 2 spots left. I may only have 1 spot left after a conversation I had this week. So if you're looking for somebody to work with over this summer to really dial in your focus on your business, set an opportunity to connect with me. Let's connect and see if one-to-one coaching is the right fit for you. I also have an 8-week group coaching program called Business Visibility Made Easy. This is the program for email list growth. And my new group of students, I think we're now on week 3. I've sort of lost track of time. For some reason, the last 48 hours of my life have been a blur. I don't really have a good reason for that. But anyway, they started a few weeks ago. They are doing amazing. We are on the module where we talk about live video. So they are preparing to go live on video, preparing their frameworks, their intros, their hooks, their outros, their calls to action, all of it. These are the things that we do in the program. And our live weekly Q&A sessions are awesome. They are supporting each other, and it's so great to see. If you want to be part of an 8-week group coaching program, this opens back up in October. Go to tracybeavers.com/BVME and get on the wait list. You are going to want to be in this program if you want to grow your email list. And special announcement of something and a reminder of something that we are starting in June. You guys told me in the Facebook group what you wanted the format to be for these live trainings. So we listened to you and we've switched it up, which is going to be so much fun. So generally there's 4 weeks in a month. If there's 5 weeks, we'll do something a little different, but 2 weeks out of every month, you'll have me coming solo with a live training and the live Q&A where you can ask me anything. Don't forget that part. The last 15 minutes or so of this training is for you to get on here live with me and ask me anything about your business. Don't be shy. And if you don't want to ask live, that's okay. Hop into my Facebook group, Be a Confident Entrepreneur, Get Visible, and Grow Your Income. You're going to want to be in this group. We've got over 1,800 entrepreneurs in the group. You can promote yourself anytime, network, get support. Pop into that group, post your question in the thread that we have dedicated each week. In case you can't make it live with me or you're too shy to ask in person, I totally get that. Just pop your question in there and I will answer it for you. But it's free coaching, you guys. I don't know anybody else that's offering free coaching like that. So anyway, 2 weeks with me every month, and then we'll have 1 guest expert, and then we'll have 1 highlighted member of the group as an entrepreneurial inspiration interview where they're going to talk about how they started their business, why they started their business, what's been easy, what's been really hard, what was surprising, what have they learned so far, what's their best advice for all the other online entrepreneurs out there. The reason why I am doing these is because there needs to be more transparency in this online space, in my opinion. We need to be talking about how hard it is to grow an online business. There's parts of it that are easy. Yes, to me, it's better and easier than working a corporate job. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm building a business and there's a lot of work that goes into it. And I think all we see are people's successes and their six-figure launches and all these things that make us feel like we can't get there. And so I want to have more honest conversations about the wins, the losses, the things they learned along the way, so that we all can normalize this entrepreneurial roller coaster. And I think the more we do that, the better off we're all going to feel when we have a struggle or when we feel like we're all alone. All right, so that's the format starting in June. I'm really excited about it. So today's topic, how to manage your time and grow your business with ease. You know that I'm all about ease. Business building does not have to be a struggle. This training is piggybacking off of the live training that I brought to you on May 11th about how to get unstuck and gain traction in your business. Remember the soccer ball analogy that I gave you guys and how we discussed that if you just decide on a few things you want to work on over a 90-day period and you focus on 1 to 2 things the first 30 days, another 1 to 2 things on your list the next 30 days, another 1 to 2 things the next 30 days, that by the end of 90 days, you could have potentially 6 things done in your business and off your list versus what a lot of us do, which is we try to tackle all 6 things at one time over the course of the 90-day period. And that soccer ball analogy was if you've got 6 soccer balls in front of you or 1 or 2 soccer balls in front of you, and the goal is to get down the field fast, you're going to get there faster doing 1 to 2 balls instead of 6 soccer balls all at the same time. So if you missed that, you can go to my YouTube channel and grab it, come into the free Facebook group and grab that there. But this training talks about that as well. So using the strategy that I gave you, you're going to have your priority items that you're going to want to work on in the next 90 days. But what do you do with everything else you still have to do for your business, right? You may have decided for the next 30 days of this 90-day period that you're going to start your blog, research how to do SEO, research reworking your website. Why am I picking these things? Because these are things that are on my mind and I've been trying to tackle for a while. I'm currently doing these. But we both know that there's still things I have to do in my business. I have to create the social media content, the regular weekly live content, the emails to you guys that are on my list. And don't forget about creating lead magnets, creating offers, creating paid items, right? There's so many things. So it's not, I can't just pause my business and my social media content and pause my visibility and my reach and my audience growth to do all those other things. We have to figure out a way to make a balance of both. Those daily, weekly items that we have to do, we have to keep consistently doing them or our businesses are going to stall. We can't just pause them, right? I wish we could, but we can't. So we have to focus on how we're going to structure that week. All right. So how do we juggle all of it without losing our minds? Let's talk about this. I am going to walk you through how I manage my time and how I help my one-to-one clients and my students manage theirs as well. And hopefully by hearing my framework and my ideas, it'll inspire you to create a production schedule for your week and for your business that works for you, not you working for your schedule. I want you to craft a schedule that serves you, not Instagram. Are you listening? I want you to craft a schedule that serves you. Facebook, not you serving your schedule. Okay. You're probably all thinking that's never going to happen. It can. All right. So let's talk about your week. Think about how you want it to flow. What will your boundaries be around your time? What's going to work best for you and your family? And I want to repeat that question. Lean in and listen to me. What is going to work best for you and your family? Because you may be in an accountability pod with somebody who's setting up their week. But when you look at that, you're like, that doesn't suit me and my family. It's summertime. A lot of the female entrepreneurs I know have little kids at home, and they are dialing back a little bit so that they can enjoy the summertime with their kids. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. How do you want your life to go? How do you want to grow this business? So many of my clients, they allow their clients to dictate their schedules during the week. This is a major time management mistake. And I made this mistake in the beginning. I did. I was guilty of it. That's how I came up with this system to help me be more productive. But think about it for a second. You don't get to tell your doctor, your dentist, your hairdresser, your dog groomer, your massage therapist, your handyman when you want to meet with them, do you? Most of the time, not. So why should we as coaches and online course creators be any different? So here's an example. One of my clients has a neurofeedback clinic. Her name is Susan. She's outstanding. And she was allowing her patients to pick the time they wanted to come in. The clients, the patients were dictating the schedule when they would come see her. And she was frustrated because she never had time to work on the business. She was always working in the business. Working together, we changed those patient openings around. We reworked it, changed them around so that she could still see the same number of patients, but the schedule was now what worked for her, where she had blocks of time where she could start to gain traction working on the business. For me, this is what's worked out for me really well, because in the beginning, I was booking clients Monday to Friday, letting people pick their time. And what was happening to me was I would, like, let's say it's on a Monday, I would have a client call and then not another client call for another hour. And so in that 1 hour, I was trying to cram in a whole bunch of things I had to do. And then I was hopping back on with the client, and I was trying to cram in some more things. And then I was hopping back on with the client, and my brain was fried. I was context switching too much, and nothing was really getting done. So here's what I do now. My public facing things, my info calls, my group coaching calls, my coffee chats for networking, and anything public facing, those are done on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 11 a.m. Central till 4 p.m. Central. And then Thursday mornings, that's it. Now, Thursday afternoon, I might make an exception and take a client or book a coffee chat or a networking thing, but those are exceptions to the rule. I have those boundaries around my time. Yes, it is scary for me to say, I see my clients on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central, because I'm sitting here thinking, well, what if Monday's the only day they can meet with me? Well, what if Friday's the only day they can meet with me? Well, what if they work a full-time job? I had to let all of that go and create this boundary and this schedule that would work for me, and have faith and confidence that the right people will connect with me at the right time. And I'm telling you that you need to do that as well to save your sanity. So the other thing that's nice is that I don't have to fix my hair and do makeup on Mondays and Fridays. I do not look like this on Mondays and Fridays. It's a Thursday morning and I'm public facing. So this is why I look this way. So decide for yourself, when do you want your public facing things to be? Meeting with your one-to-one clients, doing your group coaching calls with your students, networking, coffee chats, your accountability pods, all those things. Decide what works best for you. And if someone asks for a date and time that is not within your set schedule and your boundary, you can simply reply with, I'm so sorry, that day's already full. Let's look at another time. They do not have to know what has filled up that time. I'm sharing with you that I will not book you on a call for a Monday and Friday unless it is a massive exception to my rule, and I'm okay with that. But I don't have to explain that. If someone says to me, can you meet with me on Monday? I'm going to be like, well, you know what? That day is full. They don't have to know that it's full of a day of me stuff. Time for me to be creative in my content, time for me to go to the chiropractor, time for me to get my hair done, time for me to do some things around the house that I need to do, or spend some time with the kids. You don't have to give an explanation. You just can say, hey, let's look at another date and time. So by knowing when you're going to be available to the public, then you'll easily be able to see the days and times during the week when you can do that creative work, creating the content, creating the new offer, doing the social media, sending out the email. So decide what's going to work best for you. Are you more creative in the morning, or are you more creative in the afternoon? That's when you're going to want to plan that creative content time. The next layer of this stuff is the admin stuff, the stuff that doesn't take much brain power to get done. Now, you're going to be seeing clients, and when you're going to see your clients, and when you're going to be open to the public. And now you also know when you're going to be doing your creative work. So now you can look and see what's left open where I can do my admin work. So tell me in the comments if this feels way less overwhelming. you don't want to be ping-ponging throughout your day, just context switching and reacting between a client call, admin tasks, doing creative work. It's exhausting and it will zap your energy. Because like I said, I would meet with a client, then I would try to do some admin stuff, then I'd meet with another client. And I have to say, I don't think I was as focused and present doing that for my clients as I should be, because I know on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'm going to bring my A game and I'll be fully focused and I'm going to dive in deep with each and every one of them. And it drove me crazy. No wonder I wasn't getting anything really accomplished. And remember, 2 weeks ago, that training on May 11th, it's still available if you missed it, where we talked about that 90-day time period and how focusing on just 1 to 2 things each 30-day segment of that 90 days, you're going to be way more successful than trying to juggle all 6 things over the 90 days. So with the plan that I just mapped out for you, you can easily see the pockets of white space and time where you can turn your attention towards those 1 to 2 priorities for the next 30 days. Tell me if this makes sense in the comments. If it doesn't, I am happy to have a chat with anybody. I definitely want this to help you. So before I dive into how I plan my my schedule weeks in advance, I want to encourage you to have a planner of some kind. Doesn't matter if it's paper, electronic, a combination of both. The important thing is that you want to get all the things that are in your brain out of your brain and onto something, onto an electronic device or onto a paper planner, so that you clear your head. You get it all out there. And it's a list you can easily access, and you don't have to have the brain space spend the energy trying to remember things. Because let me tell you something, if it's not written down, I'm probably going to forget to do it. All right. I'm going to head over into the live Q&A portion here in just a second. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you how I organize myself week to week and month to month, just in case it's helpful to you and it sparks some inspiration for you. And this is a system that my mom helped me develop years ago when I was a single mom with a full-time job, 2 little kids, and I felt like I was going to pull my hair out. I was juggling all the things and I was forgetting important stuff, which then I would beat myself up over, because I don't like to forget anything, especially if it's like somebody's birthday or an anniversary or something like that. I am a highly educated woman, but I was dropping the ball and I was beating myself up over it. So this is the system that she taught me, and it's one that I teach my clients and students when they need time management and organizational help. All right, because people ask me all the time, how do I get so much done in a day? And it's only because I'm organized and I'm focused and I know what my plan is every single day. Is that sexy? Nope. But it's effective. So pick a day of the week when you're going to map out the entire next week. For me, it's Wednesday. Yesterday was my day of the week where I map out the whole following next week. So yesterday, standing at the kitchen counter, I mapped out starting next Monday through Sunday. I do that every Wednesday or Thursday if it has to be done on a Thursday. But doing this on Wednesday gives me enough lead time to pivot in case there is an important event, a marquee occasion on Monday, like somebody's birthday or an anniversary, and I got to pop a birthday card in the mail. I've learned that the hard way. So I want to give myself enough lead time to be able to do that, so I'm not scrambling at the last minute. So Monday to Sunday, all mapped out. I fill in all of my known appointments, both personal and professional. Any appointment that is set on my schedule: chiropractor, hairdresser, dog groomer, tire rotation, clients, those go on there. Networking, those go on there. Anything that is set on your calendar that's an actual appointment, I fill those in first. And for me, I like to have 1 sheet of paper for every day of the week mapped out from like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. so I can fill in those time slots. It makes it easier for me to see the 30,000 foot view of my schedule, so I can see where my pockets of availability are. I have admin tasks that I do every morning, things like wishing my Facebook friends a happy birthday, checking in on the Facebook groups where I'm an active member, returning DM conversations. There's like 5 or 6 things that I do every single morning. That's my admin time, and that goes on the list. And I check my Voxer to see if my one-to-one clients have messaged me or need anything. And then after all of those known appointments are mapped out and the admin tasks are mapped out and listed on every morning, then I can easily see Where are my blocks of open time so that I can look at those 1 to 2 priority items I said were going to be a priority for the next 30 days so that I can actually put those in on each day of, okay, for this next 2 hours on Monday afternoon, I'm going to be doing research on how I want my website to look. Or on Thursday afternoon, for these 2 hours, I've got a course I need to pop into and listen to. And then I also need to look at how to research more ways to do SEO and do it smarter, right? Mapping this out on paper helps me see where my time leaks might be. And the other thing is, for a long time, I wasn't making myself and my health a priority. I was skipping lunch, I wasn't exercising, and I wasn't sleeping well, and I started to feel like crap. And I realized that I had to make myself a priority. So mapping this out, I can easily see, where can I take the dog for a walk? Where can I get in a HIIT workout? And every day at noon, I am going to eat lunch. I mean, it's on the list, right? It's kind of sad, but I get so busy and I get distracted and I just want to keep working. So I hope all of this has been super helpful and given you some ideas on how to schedule your time so that you are your most productive. I am going to check the chat really fast to see if there's any questions. Let's see. Pilar's here. Oh, great. I'm so glad you joined us. She said she sure needed this. She's going to catch the replay. Awesome. Caroline's here. Great to see you. I enjoyed our chat yesterday, Caroline. She is all the way in Northern Ireland. Isn't that cool? Beverly's here. Awesome. Yes, Pilar. Yes, we see your name. Absolutely. Teresa's here. Awesome. Let me see if anybody's got any questions. Okay, so I can't see your name, but somebody commented and said, thank you. This is great information because I tend to work for people. Yes. I want everybody to be happy. You guys listen. I'm a recovering people pleaser. I want everybody to be happy. I don't want anybody to be upset. But what I've learned is if I start letting people run my schedule, it's going to go off the rails, and nothing that I need to do or want to do or should do is going to get done. All right. A lot of people are saying this makes sense. And yes, Jill, I know, isn't it fun that my mom helped me with this? I vividly remember we were on a plane going to see my sister. It was the first time that I was able to travel as a single mom. And I was almost in tears because of all the things that I had to do. And she was sitting next to me and she's like, she's such a good mom. She was like, do you want me to help you with it? Because I've got a little system I can show you. And I was like, yes. And that's when we mapped this out. Beverly asked, will you create a worksheet to guide us in creating this system? Let me think about that. Yes, ma'am. I want to think about how I can effectively map that out. Jill is my go-to on helping me create worksheets and PDFs. Jill, let's talk about that because I think that might be a valuable lead magnet for people. All right, my friends, I don't see any other questions. Before I let you go, I want to remind you, let's build our businesses with ease. Let's build with authenticity. Instagrammers, I'm talking to you. And consistency and patience. Now, those are two words you're going to hear me say a lot if you spend any time with me at all. Patience and consistency. Those are the wonder twins of business growth. Consistency is the way to have success in life with anything. But if you're going to be consistent, you've got to figure out a schedule that serves you rather than you being in reaction mode and just sort of putting out fires all day long. Because you can have all the strategies, roadmaps, answers, programs, courses. You can hire a great coach and you can have all of that stuff. But if you're not consistent with your plan and you don't have a plan that serves you, you're not going to get the results that you want. And if you don't know the right order to do things, let me know. DM me, connect with me. Let's talk about what coaching looks like. Even if the group coaching program is a better fit for you and your budget, you can jump in with us in October. It would be absolutely awesome. And jump into my free Facebook group, Be a Confident Entrepreneur, Get Visible and Grow Your Income. You're going to want to be in this group because you can promote yourself anytime and you can get the full support you need as an online entrepreneur. So here's what I want you to do next. If you're ready to cut through the noise of the online space and build the business of your dreams, grab my free short training that I designed just for you. It's a short video in a PDF. Go to tracybeavers.com/noise and grab that. And when you're ready for strategies to get more visible and help you break through this loud online space, create a schedule that serves you, grow your audience and your email list, reach out and let's do a free info call and let's just talk about it. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. As always, I know I say this all the time. I want to know what you want to know. I want to know what I can bring you. Is there a guest expert I can bring you that would move the needle for you? Is there, do you want to be interviewed on the Entrepreneurial Inspiration interview? We've got somebody for June and somebody for July already, but I certainly need more people for August and September and October. And what things do you need to know about building your business that I could help you with? Be here live with me every Thursday at 11:30. Put it on your calendar, set a phone alarm, and remember, don't go it alone. Being an entrepreneur is freaking hard. Some days everybody wants to buy what you're selling, and other days nobody can remember your name. And the last thing in the world that I want for you, and you Instagrammers, the last thing in the world I want for you is to feel like you are the only person out there who feels that way. That is not true. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing these entrepreneurial inspiration interviews, because we need to normalize this roller coaster. And we need to know that there are other people out there who are doing the same thing we're doing. They're feeling the same way we are. You are not alone, my friend. I want you to have a great balance of the weekend. And remember, when one of us rises, we all rise. So that's why we've got to keep cheering each other on. And I will see you guys next week.